Hi everybody, so I'm going to show you how to use your Peerless watercolor paint sheets. These are what they look like. One side is a swatch of the color with the name printed on it, and the other side is the actual paint. So this is a new pack that I've just received, and I am going to make my own little palette. Now these whole sheets will last you a long time, so I like to cut off a smaller sized piece and put all of the colors that I'm going to use together on one piece of paper. And that way I save part of the sheet for when I use up all of these. And they actually last quite a long time too. So I've cut off a little swatch, and now I'm just going to glue it onto a larger piece of paper. And I just grabbed this long thin piece and kind of did a little accordion fold on it, but you could just use a regular 9x12 piece of watercolor paper. Now the important thing is to write the name of the color underneath it. And then once that's dry, I'm going to paint a little swatch of the color over its names, because just looking at the back of these sheets is not going to give you a good indication of what the actual color is. So now I'm just going to continue adding my colors and filling up this piece of paper, which is going to become my new palette. Now this is the deep blue color, which is really pretty. And I'm kind of rubbing on the back side of it to get it to stick without rubbing my fingers in the paint color. And I'm labeling this just using a permanent marker so that when I put my swatch over it, the title won't bleed. So I'm going to continue to cut these until I have all the colors that I want to use. And I have 12 in this set. 12 gets you a really nice number of blues and reds and yellows and a few neutral colors in there too. Now once I have these three on here, I'm going to show you how I just put a little swatch of that color over its name, just to make it easy to remember. And you know, you might find you have a particularly favorite color that you reach for a lot, and so you'll know which color to replace your sheet with when you run out. So now I'm just taking a little bit off the corner, and the way these paints work is that you activate the paint with water, and so I try to progressively you know, go from one corner and kind of use up the paint in the adjacent areas so that I know what areas of paint I haven't used yet. And so you can see how different it looks from what's on the sheet to the actual paint color. And so that's the value of doing this. And so here's my finished palette with all my colors. And I put some on the back sides too. Have all my swatches, and now I am ready to paint. This is another one that I did with just some little smaller sections, and it's been well used, but that's another option.